Hello, I'm Auriel Majumdar. I'm a creative coach and the mentoring consultant for Help Musicians on Co-Pilot, the Musicians Mentoring Network. In this short video, I'm going to introduce the concept of mentoring and talk you through a few things that will help you get the most from your experience as a mentee. Whether you've been mentored before or are a newcomer to mentoring, I hope that this video will give you enough information and encouragement to set you on your way. We all know that a career in music isn't always easy. Sometimes it can feel as though it lacks the guidance and steadiness that other careers can offer. It can take a mix of talent, ambition, skills, networks, work ethic, and sometimes just being in the right place at the right time to be successful. And this is where mentoring comes in, to support you as you consider your next steps. By putting together pairs of people at different stages in their careers, mentoring helps musicians to access the wider music making community and provides a safe space to think, reflect and plan next steps. It's also a wonderful way for people who are further along in their musical careers to give something back and share what they've learned along the way. Put simply, mentoring is a relationship in which one person, called the mentor, who is usually more experienced and advanced in their music career, supports another person, called the mentee, with regular guidance, feedback and encouraging conversation. At its best, successful mentoring is a powerful two-way learning relationship. When mentoring is working well, both the mentor and the mentee will get something out of working together. As a mentee, you are likely to see your knowledge, self-confidence and motivation improve, and you might appreciate the sounding board that your mentors offer and the chance to think about things in a different way. Mentors say that they get great satisfaction and joy from helping others achieve their potential, and they often say that they learn new things too, especially if their mentor has a different skill set or works in a different genre. When you are being mentored, what you're actually being offered is supported space and time to reflect on your situation. You might find that when you first start to reflect in a session that your mind is cluttered with all sorts of issues, concerns and thoughts, and your energy is focused outwards. Typically, the first impact of mentoring is that your mind will become stiller and your attention gradually starts to turn inwards. You'll notice that you can then focus your thinking on one or two issues for a period of quality time. Previous subconscious thinking now has an opportunity to surface, and you'll be able to step outside the box, looking at the issue more objectively. An inner dialogue takes place, which some people refer to as giving myself a good talking to. Allowing a mentor to support you through this process is what being mentored is all about. Mentors can support you in many different ways. Your mentor can be your champion, pointing out opportunities around you that you might not even be aware of, and sometimes actively opening doors or making introductions for you. Your mentor can also be a guide, helping you navigate complex relationships in the music business, or just helping you understand how things work, demystifying some of the unwritten rules in the industry. Sometimes you might need your mentor to bring a high degree of challenge into the relationship to help you be your best. Here, your mentor will balance not letting you off the hook alongside a real belief in your abilities, so you feel encouraged and supported to do things differently. You'll undoubtedly use your mentor as a sounding board at times. The mentor's role here is to offer their professional opinion and perspectives on your plans, helping you to refine and improve your ideas and set realistic and maybe stretching goals. Mentors are sometimes known as thinking partners, and in this role their listening skills will be really valuable as they focus on supporting your thinking, and they hold back from jumping in with advice unless you ask for it. This is where the deep learning happens, when you are given supported space to work things out for yourself. Your mentor should be someone you respect and admire, a role model for what sound ethical practice looks like in the music business. and they will also be a professional friend who supports you but who isn't afraid to give challenging feedback where there are aspects of your behaviour that might be holding you back. So how do you make sure that you get the best out of this opportunity to work with your mentor? First and foremost, it's important to remember that mentoring is an equal partnership. And while you may not be as experienced as your mentor, you will set the agenda and the focus is always on your development. Ultimately, the responsibility for making things happen and putting plans into action lies with you, the mentee, rather than with the mentor. Remember, you have 8 hours over the next 6 months, so use them to your advantage. Working with a mentor can feel daunting at first, but the more proactive you are in the mentoring relationship, the more helpful the experience will be. Here are some of the practical things that will help you get the most out of mentoring. Firstly, make sure you prepare for each meeting. Think about what you'd like to focus on and maybe even send an agenda in advance. After each meeting, take some time out to reflect on the conversation. What were your key learning points or new insights, and what actions are you going to take before the next session? Again, you might want to share these reflections with your mentor. In the mentoring sessions, you will set your goals for action, so make sure you have time to work on these in between meetings. The more you progress, the more your mentor can help you drive forward. Help them to help you by keeping up the momentum. Sometimes you might not be able to take the action you planned, and if this is the case, be prepared to reflect on that in the next meeting, so your mentor can help you understand what got in the way and what you might do differently. Remember that your mentor is there to help you, and they'd be doing you a disservice if they didn't provide honest feedback. Being brave and open-minded will mean you can use this feedback to grow and develop. Courage is a really important quality for a mentee to have. If you can open up in the mentoring conversations, your mentor will be able to help you get to the heart of things and understand what might be getting in your way. Honesty is another important ingredient in the mentoring relationship. If things aren't going quite as you hoped, or perhaps if what you need from mentoring changes along the way, then I highly recommend you talk to your mentor about what's going on for you. If you're able to have an honest, upfront conversation about your needs, you may well find that the relationship with your mentor deepens and the work you do together will become even more effective. Finally, remember to be respectful of your mentor's time and commitment as well as of your own. As with most things, the more you put into mentoring, the more worthwhile it will be for you. Your mentor will be a unique resource, so when you're with them, make sure to be bold, ask questions, get curious. Being mentored can be a transformational experience and can help you feel empowered and optimistic about your career. Whether you're new to mentoring or an old hand, don't forget that Help Musicians will be there to help you along at every step of the journey. I hope that you're now excited to get started and that you will get great satisfaction and enjoyment from your experience with your co-pilot in the Help Musicians Mentoring Network. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions about the mentoring process, then please feel free to contact the co-pilot project manager at mentoring@helpmusicians.org.uk.